Everyone in the town heard the wedding bells, but no one saw the groom return. Dust hung in the air of Willow Creek as Clara stood alone outside the small wooden church. Her white dress, once full of hope, now felt heavier than the silence around her. People whispered. Some pitied her. Others judged her. Her groom, her neighbor's son, had vanished on their wedding morning, leaving behind nothing but rumors and shame. Clara had nowhere to go. Her parents were gone. Her home had been sold. And in this harsh western town, an abandoned bride was seen as a bad omen. That evening, as the sun dipped low and painted the sky gold, a lone cowboy rode into town. His name was Ethan Cole, quiet, strong, and known for keeping to himself. He lived on a ranch just beyond Clara's old home, a man who trusted horses more than people. Ethan noticed her sitting on the church steps, eyes red, hands trembling. Most men rode past. Ethan stopped. "You shouldn't be out here alone," he said gently. Clara looked up, surprised by kindness she no longer expected. "Seems like alone is all I am now." Ethan didn't ask questions. He didn't judge. He simply offered her his coat and said words that would change her life forever. "You can stay at my cabin. Just until you figure things out." The town didn't like that. Whispers spread fast. An unmarried woman living with a cowboy? People watched them closely, waiting for scandal. But inside the small wooden cabin, something unexpected happened. Respect. Ethan gave Clara her own room. He brought her food. He never crossed a line. Days turned into weeks. Clara helped cook, clean, and tend the garden. Slowly, her smile returned. And slowly, Ethan began to notice things, her strength, her kindness, the way she sang softly while working. One night, Clara finally spoke. "He left because he was afraid," she said. "Afraid of responsibility. Afraid of love." Ethan stared into the fire. Then he was a fool. For the first time since being abandoned, Clara felt safe. But peace never lasts long in the Wild West. One evening, a rider appeared at the edge of the ranch. The man who abandoned her had returned. And he wanted Clara back. The man who broke her heart came back, but this time, she was no longer alone. The rider dismounted slowly, confidence in his step. He smiled as if nothing had happened, as if Clara's pain was a small mistake easily erased. "I made a wrong choice," he said. "Come home with me." Clara's hands shook, but not with fear. Before she could speak, Ethan stepped forward. "She's not going anywhere," Ethan said calmly. Tension filled the air like a loaded gun. The man laughed. "You think she belongs to you now?" Ethan didn't raise his voice. "She belongs to herself." The town gathered. They loved drama more than justice. Clara looked at the man who had left her. Then she looked at Ethan, the man who had protected her without asking for anything in return. "I won't go," she said firmly. Humiliated and angry, the man challenged Ethan. A fight. Right there. Right then. Ethan didn't want violence, but sometimes, standing up for what's right has a cost. The fight was short but brutal. Dust flew. Fists landed. And when it ended, Ethan stood tall while the other man lay defeated. The town fell silent. That night, Clara realized something terrifying and beautiful. She had fallen in love with Ethan. But love in the West is never simple. Ethan feared he wasn't good enough. "I'm just a cowboy," he said. "You deserve more." Clara smiled softly. "You gave me more than anyone ever has: choice, safety, respect." As the stars filled the sky, Ethan made a promise. "No one will ever abandon you again." She was once known as the abandoned bride, now she would be remembered as the woman who found true love. Winter came, but warmth filled the cabin. Clara and Ethan worked side by side, building not just a home, but a future. The town slowly changed its tune. The same people who once whispered now nodded in respect. One spring morning, Ethan led Clara back to the church. Her heart raced. I won't make grand speeches, Ethan said. But I will stay. Every day. Every storm. Tears filled Clara's eyes as she nodded. This time, the wedding bells rang and the groom stayed. Years later, travelers spoke of a ranch where love grew stronger than gossip, where a broken woman found healing, and a lonely cowboy found his heart. Clara was no longer the abandoned bride. She was a wife. A partner. A woman whose fate was rewritten by love. And it all began when one cowboy chose kindness over silence.